We are the number one station in the nation, and I want to introduce to some and present to others an outstanding young lady, one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Her name, and of course, I don't think she really needs an introduction. But in the meantime, I'm going to say once again, welcome Nicole Augustine to the GMAP Broadcast Network. Good afternoon, young lady. How you doing?
I am doing great today.
Oh,
Absolutely great. Thank you for asking.
well, you know what? I know you're doing great. I just wanted to hear you say it. I
Yes,
mean, it
yes,
is what it is, and thank God for your time this afternoon. Thank God for you accepting the invitation. Be a part of our
yeah.
broadcast network family as one of our featured authors. Step up to the plate, join us, and I want you to come up, introduce yourself, tell us who you are, tell us where you're from. Who is Nicole M. Augustine? Tell us about it.
Oh, well, I am just so honored and excited to be here today. This is actually my first interview about this book.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Um,
whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop! Wait, what? I'm, are, are
yes,
you
Kevin.
are you telling me
Yes,
I'm making history?
you are. You making history right now.
See, I
We
told you
making
guys.
history together.
I
Okay?
told you
And everybody
guys.
listening too.
I told you I'm a history maker. I told you. They didn't
Yes.
believe me, but I said I'm a history maker. All right, introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, this is it happening right here, right now. So my name is Nicole Augustine. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I've been here around 12 years now. I'm actually technically a West Coast girl, but all through the Midwest, grew up in Oklahoma, all sorts of things. But I'm super excited to be here. I'm a writer. I'm passionate about human potential, about people living in their greatest self, and that's kind of like how I got to writing this book
Mm.
and deciding to put this book out into the world.
Be great.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of reminds me of that slogan that Nike have has just do it. You might
Yeah,
want to trademark that. You know now because somebody gonna take it if you don't.
I
You
know,
know,
right?
be great. You know, if you're not gonna be great, who is? So, is this actually, Nicole, your first book release, or is your freshman project, or is this a follow up to something that you've previously written before?
Ah, okay. So this is the first of this kind. I do have one other book, my first book I ever wrote, but it was very specific for the field that I'm in. So this is the first type of book that I've written like this, where it's for a general audience. It's for humanity, if you will, you know?
She say humanity, if you will. Girl, you are something else. I'm loving you. All right. Well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, now you know. Nicole is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Stop by our broadcast network platform. Go and click on the featured authors area. You'll see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on the screen. Be great. Once you click on that cover, it is going to take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. And of course, we want you to show your love, your care, concern, and support. Nicole, somebody pick up a copy of this publication. What is it that they should anticipate receiving when they read this book? I mean, what does it entail? What is it all about?
Yeah, yeah. I think the first thing people will experience is being intrigued, being inspired, and potentially a little overwhelmed. And I say it from the perspective of the book is really, really simple. It's easy to read. It's actually like it's bite size. It's pocket size,
She say
actually,
bite
which is
size, but
amazing.
that's funny. She says bite size.
It is. It is. You know, we don't have no kind of attention span these days.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to create something that was just the meat and potatoes, and that's what this book is.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the person who really reads it and takes it in, it's life changing, truly, because the message of it is super simple. Greatness already lives inside of us. It's a matter of people having the courage to walk in it,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
to not be afraid of their own power. You know,
Yeah.
And that's just been what's been amazing for me too as I read this text also. Because I
Right.
read it every day. I have a copy, it's full of underlines, highlights, notes,
Uh,
you know.
uh, well, you know what? I'm going to accept the fact that I'm going to be great. You know, I don't. You know what? I seen a commercial one time, and they said if they don't think you're beautiful or if they don't think you're handsome, then they will think you're happy. So when you look at somebody and you don't see an attraction towards them, you'll see an attraction towards their happiness. You
Mhm.
might not see me as being a spectacular individual, but to me, I'm great. And I
Yeah.
believe I'm going to allow you to recognize that no matter what. See, I'm already great, whether you want to believe it
Thank
or not.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I mean, hey, I can talk about being great all the time, but I'm great already because I have been blessed and allowed to do things that were
Mhm.
really, I guess, impossible to
Yeah.
others. But when
Yeah.
you see the possibility in what your capabilities are, come on,
Mhm.
then you're great. What is it that you want them to hold on to? I mean, they get the book, they read the book, they embrace the book, they love the book, they even go back and leave a review about the book. But
Yeah.
but 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 what is it that you personally as an author would like for them to hold on to after they read the book?
Mhm. Mhm. I think there's two things I want people to hold on to. One is the application of the words to their own life. That's first and foremost for me, is how do you take the words and apply it to yourself? And then the second thing for me is how do you share with someone else? You
Ah,
know, because I believe so powerfully about these words that are here, I'm applying it to my everyday life.
yeah,
And I'm also pushing it out there too. And so I think those are the two things that I desire from anyone who picks up this book.
yeah.
Like the movement, the shift is real if you will allow it to happen for yourself. You know?
Right, right. Well, you know
That's
what?
what it is for me.
I can embrace that wholeheartedly. And you said the word share. That is a funny word to me because you can go to Facebook, you can go to TikTok, you can go to YouTube, hoo hoo, Lulu, you, boo boo. We got so many of them, you know.
Hmm.
But share is that word really it tickles me because you share everything in the world on Facebook. It's ridiculous. I do not care about your personal life. I'm
I know
sorry.
that.
And let me say this. Let me say this.
Mhm.
Everybody ain't sexy. Okay? I mean, you might be sexy in your own way, just like I'm great in my own way, but
Mhm.
stop trying to force it on people. You cannot force your sexiness on me. If I don't think you're sexy, to me, you're not sexy. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. But what I'm saying, my whole point for saying that is
Yeah.
you share everything else on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is that you share. Why can't you share something like be great?
Yeah.
I'm not
Exactly.
understanding. I'm not understanding. But share the
Yeah.
information with all of your followers, your family, your friends, and
Mhm.
please show your love. The holidays are coming up. Show your love, care,
Mhm.
concern,
Yeah.
and support. Pick up the copy of the latest release from Nicole. Be great. I mean, I'm not going to say anything else. All I want you to do is focus on be great. All right, that's it. That's all. And when you do so, go back, share it with your followers, your family, your friends. Read the book, go back, and leave a review about the book. All right, just that simple. Leave a
Yeah.
review.
Please do.
Somebody want to pick it up. Somebody want to reach out and show you some support. Go. How do they do it? How can the book be purchased?
Well, the best way to do it is actually through you, right?
Ooh,
Like you
ooh,
said,
ooh, ooh,
it's
ooh, ooh,
right on the
ooh, ooh.
website. Okay. That link takes people directly to the store to purchase a copy.
I'm
I think
really
that's the
loving you
best
now.
way for everybody to do this. Yeah.
I'm really, 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 really loving you now. You
It does,
just-
right? That's the fastest way for anybody who's connected to get to it.
Hey
You
man,
have it featured right on the website. All they have to do is click and it takes them right there.
right there to where
You
they need to
can't
be.
get easier than that.
Oh my
It
good, you
can't
know
get
what?
easier than that.
And I appreciate that because you know what? It's about making sure that we present this publication and you as an author to as many people around the world as possible.
Exactly.
You may have done all you can, but there's still, I've been doing this for 26 years and I haven't even touched the surface. I'm going to say that because
Yeah.
there's so many possibilities out there. It's unbelievable. I mean, you look on TV, you look on, I mean, just look. There's so many possibilities out there that I don't understand why people see things as reaching a certain level. Let me explain that.
hmm
Let me explain that. Put yourself, Nicole, put yourself in a position of a spider. And that spider, you, Nicole Augustine, you're the spider, and you're crawling up a high rise building. That's you. And your study going. And your study going. You're building your web, your study going to the top. You know, at what point does Nicole ever see her reaching her destination? You don't.
Yeah.
You continue to go because the sky is the limit. It's never
Right.
ending. You just keep going and just like the Energizer battery, just keep going, you just keep going. So you got to see yourself as a spider going up. And see, a spider doesn't know where it is. It just keeps going up. So
hmm
you, as that spider, you got to keep going up, never ending. There is no limit. You never reach your destination. You just got to go out and be great. Woo!
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful segue. That's an awesome segue. Now, go. If somebody wanted to reach out, touch base with you, find out who you are, or maybe have an individual conversation with you, how do they go about it? How can you be reached?
Someone asked me this yesterday. I said, I'm very Googleable now.
She say
So,
Googleable.
yeah, you can literally type in my name, you'll find me. I'm on all the social media platforms. I'm very responsive, so you can direct message me. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. My
Told you.
email is out
Told
there
you.
in the world.
I told you
So,
guys. I told you.
yeah,
I told
yeah.
you. You can Google. You can eat Facebook. Hoo Lulu. You. Boo boo. I'm telling you, so many of them.
It's funny. It's
uh,
hard to keep up with it.
yeah. Gotta stay. Hey, you gotta stay in sync. Now. Let me ask you this. Someone has taken a look at you, and you've taken a look at your journey. You looked at how it all began. You looked at the very beginning to when you first thought about this and you went through the process of doing what was necessary to release this. And now you're at this point. Of course, that's right here on GMAP. We're not gonna say that out loud, you know. yeah. But when you look back over that journey, Nicole Augustine, what's next? What's next for you as an author?
Gosh, I love this question. So, the most immediate next thing is this book for me is a part of a trilogy. There's going to be a Be Well and Be Rich, two more books that are coming. And so for me next, it's really beginning to dive into the writing for the Be Well and the Be Rich book, so I can feel like I've accomplished the trilogy series that I'm working on. And then honestly, outside of that, it's pushing this content out into the world because I really do think the content has an opportunity to change the way people show up in society. And we're at a place in life where that's so needed right now. There's so much negativity, so much hurt, so much pain in the world that I really do wonder what society would be like if more people were operating from a base default of greatness.
Mm.
Whether that is the cashier at the grocery store, the person who picks up the garbage, the doctor who I see, whoever it is. But imagine if we all were operating from a place of greatness. I just think we'd be living in a very different world.
Yeah.
So those are kind of like the two things on my horizon is finishing out the trilogy and then doing what I need to do to have more people reading the words and hearing the
Mm.
messages.
Well, I always say this: your destiny was determined before your delivery. If you're chosen to be a garbage man, be the best damn garbage man you can be. I don't
Facts.
care. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what? If I'm a garbage man, I'm gonna be riding in that truck just smiling and happy. I'm gonna be the best. I don't care. You know what? Let me tell you this. People might think I'm crazy, but go and watch the little kids movie called B Movie. It's called B, like a bumblebee. B Movie. Everybody need to go watch that. Everybody in life, because that kids movie. I have sat in my living. Don't tell nobody, Nicole. Don't you tell nobody. don't, don't you tell nobody. I'm whispering this to you. I have
Okay, okay.
sat in my living room, got me a cup of coffee, sat on my recliner, turned on my TV, and watched B Movie. So if somebody walk in my door, they're gonna say, "Well, where your granddaughter at, or where your kid?" I don't know, but I'm watching this movie because I have laid in my bed at night and watched that movie. It's called. It's a
Life
like.
lesson.
It's a yeah, and those type of oh man, those little kids movies will teach you a lot. And one thing that it will teach you is how to be great at whatever it is you do. Little kid said, "Daddy, you came home and you were still stirring the honey as if you were at work. It's like you couldn't stop." He said, "Because I'm great at it." You know, be he's it gets embedded. So I tell you, Nicole, I am so excited for you. I thank God for you. I appreciate you stopping by on today. I appreciate you accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. I'm going to let you have your closing remarks and final word before we let you go. So I'm going to move over and I'm going to say, look, Nicole M. Augustine, the floor is yours.
Well, Kevin, it has been an honor talking to you. Thank you for reaching out to me, for seeing the vision of my book so that I could have this conversation with you, with the listeners, and with all the people who are going to listen to this after the live airing,
Amen.
right?
Amen.
So, for that, I'm exceptionally grateful. I appreciate your vision. I appreciate this opportunity. And I appreciate everyone who makes the decision to get a copy and read it and share with other people, because I really do feel very strongly about this book having change for people,
Yeah.
and that part excites me. I look forward to getting the feedback, seeing the way people's lives have changed, the way their thoughts have changed because they took the content in and really owned it for themselves. So
Mm.
it's beautiful, a beautiful moment. I am so grateful to be here. This has been a wonderful way to end the month of October. That's
Amen.
for
All right.
sure.
All right. All right. Well, I agree. I agree. And it's an odd case scenario. Um, um, don't want to bring any sadness to the moment because this is a great opportunity. Today is my brother's birthday. I had a brother that passed away a couple of months back, and today would be his birthday. And he was an individual. No matter what, he would always look at me, and it's almost like he was older than I was, Nicole. He was older than I, but he always looked at me like he was amazed You know, he never said much. He would come to my football games. He would watch me DJ, watch me on the radio, and he was like, wow. He was like, my brother's great. My brother's great. You know, he just does his own thing. While everybody else doing what everybody else is doing, he does his own thing. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. Be great. And he used to always say, my brother's great. So happy birthday to Michael Straughter on this day.
Yeah.
And of course, we thank God for you. And we're looking forward to inviting you back and finding out, some of the responses that you have gotten, are getting, or going to get. All right. And we're looking forward to help present this to as many people as possible. I want you in the meantime to continue to be blessed and be a blessing to others. Be great. Follow your own lead, Nicole. Be great.
Oh, yeah. Live it.
And you know what? In this way, you're going to make somebody else be great as well. Stay encouraged.
Exactly.
We love you. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Till next time, be blessed and be a blessing. And, of course, we'll do a follow-up to find out what's next on the list for Nicole Augustine right here on the #1 station in the nation, the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. You guys keep it locked. I got some more great stuff coming up. Nicole, you take care. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Bye-bye.
Love this job right here on the show.
It's inspirational, motivational, uplifting, and encouraging. Gospel music and production.